tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Pay homage to the Blessed One. Dear friends, today April 27, 2022 at Brahma Vihara Meditation Center. So I would like to deliver Dhamma talk, Sutta number 10, Satipatthana Sutta, the four foundation of mindfulness. So this sutta, the Blessed One delivered to the monks. And in this sutta you will see the four foundation. So the Satipatthana Sutta, the translation mentioned here, the foundation of mindfulness, right? There are four foundations of mindfulness. The first one is body, second feeling, third one is the body, feeling, and consciousness and mind. Okay? Kayanupassana satipatthana. Kayanu means body. Vedananupassana, feeling. And chittanupassana satipatthana means consciousness. And Dhammanupassana satipatthana is mind object. So the four foundation of mindfulness. So the Blessed will explain here. And then he also will explain the jhanas. 5 hindrances. So jhana means the four jhanas. First jhana, second jhana, third jhana, and the fourth jhana. And he also will explain the immaterial realm. Immaterial. So what are the immaterial? The base of infinite space, the base of infinite consciousness, the base of nothingness, the base of neither perception nor non-perception. These are immaterial realm. So it's called Rupa and Arupa. So Arupa means no mind. Arupa means no material. It's called only mind. When you attain the base of infinite space, is Karuna Bhavana, Karuna meditation, compassion meditation. The base of infinite consciousness is called the Mudita. And the base of nothingness, in the base of nothingness, is called Upekkha, equanimity. And the base of neither perception nor non-perception. So these four are called immaterial. They are also the part of the realm. So first you attain first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, and fourth jhana. So he talk about jhanas, material and immaterial. And later on, he will explain the 5 hindrances and 4 noble truths. So 5 hindrances you already know. Sensual desire, aversion. But here he explains sloth and torpor. So sloth and torpor, so you feel sleepy, when you meditate. And then you say, okay, I feel so sleepy now. Torpor. I don't want to practice today, maybe tomorrow I'll practice more than 1 hour. It's called torpor. So sleepiness and dullness, I use this word, sleepiness and dullness. But in this Nipante Bhikkhu Bodhi, he used the sloth and torpor here. And the Buddha also explained the 7 factors of enlightenment. And when someone become enlightenment, And he knows all the knowledges, the 7 factors of enlightenment, all the knowledge arises in his mind. So he knows very carefully, mindfully, he can observe very carefully and mindfully. And then he also talks about Four Noble Truths. Suffering, the origin of suffering, the cessation of suffering, the path that leads to the cessation of suffering. And eventually, he talks about if someone practices meditations 7 years, he has potential to attain arahantship, nibbana. If he or she has just little bit craving, so he will attain anagami. So when you attain anagami, lust and hatred destroyed from your mind. No more rise, lust and hatred when you attain anagami. But if you can eradicate lust, hatred and delusion, so you will attain arahant. So first 16 years or 7, and then 15 years, and slowly 1 year, and then 6 months, so and 5 months, 4 months, 3 months, and then 2 months, 1 month, half, 15 days, and 7 days. The Buddha said, even though if you practice 7 days, you have potential to attain Nibbana. So who knows? Maybe somebody had they did a lot of wholesome things in the past life. Because of that, they keep a precept. They did a lot of generosity, a lot of good activities in the past, and in this very life. It doesn't matter what religion you are, but even the people who doesn't have any religion, they're also doing a lot of good things, right? Even though they don't practice any religion, but they are good person, good people. They keep the precept, and they are doing generosity, but they are doing not according to Buddhist way, but they are doing another way. Same thing, but that are also good things. Giving generosity in this country called giving generosity. In Buddhist way we call dana, donation, right? So, and keep the precept. So some people are very good, they never kill any living beings. In this country, many houses have the dog, right? So you see, they take care dog. They give the food to them. So those dogs are very lucky. In the past life, I think they did a lot of good things, and because of bad things, they became a dog. And because of good things, they were living good family who always take care of them, give them food, and then take shower. Oh, that dog really lucky. so and also that dog reborn in America. But if dog born in my country, no. No food to eat. Nobody take care of them, to suffer. So what they have to do? Anyway, So in this sutta you will get it. What the Buddha will explain very clearly. So this sutta is very important, and you have to be mindful. You know, if you don't mindful, then some point you will miss. You know, I couldn't come here to practice meditation today because I was reading a lot. Because this sutta is very difficult. But if you understand, it's very easy. So, I'll try to explain step by step, as much as I can. I'm not a perfect one, you know. Nobody perfect, right? But whatever I understood, I will share to you. Thus have I heard on one occasion the Blessed One was living in Kuru country, where there was a town of the Kuru named Kamma Sadhamma. So this is the name of the place where the Buddha delivered Dhamma talk to the monks. There he addressed the bhikkhus thus, "Bhikkhus, the Venerable Sir." They replied, the Blessed One said this, "Bhikkhus, this is the direct path for the purification of beings, for the surmounting of sorrow and lamentations, for the disappearance of pain and grief, for the attainment of the true way, for the realization of Nibbana, namely the full foundation of mindfulness." So what are the four? Kayano sati satipatthana, this means body, and Vedanānupassana satipatthana, that means feeling. Cittanupassana satipatthana, that means consciousness. And Dhammanupassana satipatthana, mind object. Citta.
What's the difference between mind and mind object?
Is together. You'll understand later on. I will explain. Don't worry. So you can make note, okay? So whenever you have questions, so like when I finish, then I'll give you a chance to ask the questions. Because if you ask me a question now, I cannot continue. I know you have a lot of questions, right? Because this is okay. I read it. And what are the four? Here a person avoids observing the body. So in your book, you can see that contemplation. So instead of contemplation, I use here observing. Observing is much clear. Here a person avoids observing the body as a body, ardent, fully aware, and mindful, having put away covetousness and grief for the world. They avoid observing feeling as feeling. So you got two, right? Ardent, fully aware, and mindful, having full aware a covetousness and grief for the world. They avoid observing mind as mind, ardent, fully aware, and mindful, having put away covetousness and grief for the world. They avoid observing mind objects as mind objects, ardent, fully aware, and mindful, having put away covetousness. So you see here, the world means what? World means this body. Okay, world means not the world. World means this body, okay? So this is the summary of the full foundation of mindfulness. So you got the first one is, he said, the body as a body. Second was feeling as feeling. And third one is mind as mind. And the last one is mind object as mind object. Okay, this is the summary, right? And now he's going to explain step by step. The first one, body as body. So how do you understand body as a body? So he said, observing of the body. So observing of the body, number one, mindfulness of breathing. Okay? You know, so there is another sutta, Anapana Sutta. The sutta, I think that sutta also from Majjhima Nikaya, I forgot the number. So Anapanasati. Do you remember? Anapanasati. I think if you check the contents, then you can find from there. And that sutta also, you can breath in, breath out. Breathing long, breathing. I know breathing long. Breathing short, I know breathing short. That means I understand. This is a little bit similar to this sutta, you know. So here now mindfulness of breathing. So here one thing you have to understand very clearly, how the Buddha is going to explain. But in the world, there are many teachers. You know, for me, when I was in Burma, I practiced meditation, rising, falling, the abdomen. But Buddha never said here. Rising, when I breathe in, it's rising. When I breathe up, falling. So I focus here, in my abdomen. Rising, falling, rising, falling, rising. When pain arises, pain, 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 until pain go away. But pain never go. Yeah, it's become like, you know, rock. You know? And when I woke up from my meditations, wow, my whole body became so pain. But some teachers said, when you get pain, you are a very lucky person. Very lucky. You can concentrate to the pain. Pain, 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 until pain disappears. But pain never disappeared. You know, so my teacher, his legs, his foot swelling. Now sometimes he cannot walk very well. Do you know why? Because he followed their instructions. I was very lucky. I was very lucky that I went to him. He told me, you are very lucky that you came to me. So he is very unfortunate. He practiced long time, one sitting, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, like lotus posture. And eventually, you know, his feet is swelling because of that. So he never recommend students, please sit down. There is magic on the ground floor. The cushion. If you sit on the cushion, you'll attain arahantship very quickly. He never said that. So he always encouraged, especially American people, they cannot sit on the floor, you know. Especially Westerner cannot sit. It's very difficult for them because they are not used to, right? So the mind is most important. Whether you can sit on cushion or on the chair, the most important is your mind. There is no magic on the floor, right? So that one I learned from him, and from that time I started to sit on the chair. Wow, it's very good. Very good. Can sit one sitting 4 hours. Before I used to sit only 1 hour in the cross leg, you know. But when I started sitting on the chair, it's about 4 hours continuously, very good sitting, you know. So, what we have here, he's going to explain the mindfulness of breathing. He said, how does a person avoid observing the body as a body? Here a person gone to the forest or to the road of a tree or to an ant-hill, sits down having folded their legs crosswise, sit in their body erect, and establish mindfulness in front of them. Ever mindful that breath in, mindful that breath out. Is it clear? You see, when you breath in, you're mindful. When breath out, you're mindful. Right? And he also said, breathing long, one understands. I breathing long. That means breathing long, I know breathing long. But if you think that breathing long, I don't know what I'm doing, that means your mind go away from the object of meditation, right? Or breathing out long, one understands, I breath out long. Breathing in short, one understands, I breath in short. Or breathing out short, one understands, I breath out short. So here, understand. Just understand means you observe. Okay? How breath in short, how breath in long. You observe it. You understand it. Every moment. Okay? And then he said, one trains thus, I shall breath and experience in the whole body. You see? Your whole body you are experiencing. What is going on? He's not talking outside, you know. He's talking only in this body, outside and inside. He's not talking about out of the body, you know. Around something happens somewhere. It's not like that. He's talking about this beautiful body. Okay? One trains thus, I shall breath out, experience in the whole body. One trains thus, I shall breath in, tranquilizing the bodily formations. One trains thus, I shall breath out, tranquilizing the bodily formations. Do you understand that? Tranquilizing, yesterday I talked about. Do you remember? Here, tranquilizing means pasambaya in Pali. That means relaxing. So you see, that's why I decided to talk this sutta actually today. Because Buddha already said here, you have to relax, take the relax step. So when someone practice, very seriously, said, one of my friends, as I told you, he want to attain Nibbana in this life, even though he's 82 years old. He said, I want to attain Nibbana in this very life. I don't want to be born again. But if you have the tension and tightness in your head, it's a huge tension and tightness, this is the craving. So what do you have to do? What is the meaning of the craving? Craving means, I like it, I don't like it, mine. When sensual desire arises, wow, I like it. I want to get it again, get it again. So you are increasing your sensual desire, you are increasing your craving. So I like it. And when hatred arises, I don't like it. I don't want it. So because of that hatred, you'll get a headache. It's full of pain arises in your body, in your mind will be so disturbed. So nobody wants the hatred. They don't want, so I don't like it, mine. That's why I like it and I don't like it, mine is called craving. You got it now? And tranquilizing in your head. So head of the part of the body, right? So tranquilize in your, when you get the tension and tightness in your head, so you just relax it. Just relax it. Relax not only in your head, in your whole body. Bodily formation, he said, right? Bodily formations in your whole body and mind. So you have to take relax step. I never heard this word when I was in Burma and Thailand. Never. Nobody told me that in the Satipatthana Sutta, when you practice meditation, you have to take relax step. But when I started practicing relax step, wow, it's really good. Really feel very nice. My whole body and mind is very pure, light, adult, you know. So, and when I got it, wow, tranquilizing the bodily formations means relaxing. And he also said here, now he's going to give a simile, one small simile. Just as a skilled turner or his apprentice, when making a long turn, understands I make a long turn, or when making a short turn, understand I make a short turn. So too, breathing in long, a bhikkhu understands I breathing long, or breathing out long, he understands I breath out long. Breathing in short, he understands I breath in short, or breathing out short, he understands I breath out short. He trains thus, I shall breath in experiencing the whole body. He trains thus, I shall breath out experience the whole body. So here, one thing you have to understand, you have an open observation of everything. Everything, open observation. You have to open up your mind, okay? And then you observe what happening in your body, okay? So now he's going to explain. I shall breath in tranquilizing the whole body formation, bodily formation. He trains thus, I shall breath out tranquilizing the bodily formations. That means you when the tension and tightness arise in your mind, what will you do?
Relax.
What tension and tightness arise in your mind, just use the harmonious practice. The whole, just take the relax step. So relax step is the one of the harmonious practice, right? Recognize it, release it, relax tension and tightness, and bring up the wholesome thought by smiling, and keep the wholesome thought by smiling. Keep the wholesome thought as long as you can. So now he's going to talk about little bit insight. In this way, one avoids observing the body as a body internally, externally. One avoids observing the body as a body, both internally and externally. One avoids observing in the body and its nature of arising. One avoids observing in the body its nature of vanishing. One avoids observing in the body its nature of both arising and vanishing. That means how arising and vanishing, how arising and passing away. You understand? Because you observe, you are very mindful, right? So if you don't know, just sit down like you are sleepy. You don't know what is going on in your body and mind. So if you think that, okay, I sit down, I don't know where is my the object of meditation. That means your mind is dull. Your mind is dull, You don't know where is your mindfulness. So here is that how is vanishing, arising and passing away. He says everything is impermanent. When you see that, rising, passing away, arising, passing away, arising, vanishing, then in your mind, impermanence will arise. You understand that everything is impermanence. Then here you see, he sees everything is impermanence, arising and passing away. He has started to understand he has no control. He has no control dependent on origination. Is being observed right here. So you cannot control. So if you say, okay, well, don't arise, stop there. It will listen? No. It is still arising. Okay, don't pass away, don't vanish. But it still will pass away, will be vanishing. So then you understand that everything is impermanent. Nothing is permanent. No control. You cannot control anything. Well, restlessness is arising in your mind again and again, again and again, again and again. Is that could you say that? Restlessness should stop. Should not come to me because this is danger. I don't want that. But it's still coming. Never listen. It's still coming, right? He avoids independent and not clinging to anything in the world. That means in the world means in this body. Okay? That is how a person avoids observing the body as a body. So here he is observing impersonality. Impersonality, that means he is thinking that there is no, as you said, there is no self. He is observing everything is impersonality. He is experiencing that. He is observing the impersonality. There is no I, there is no me, there is no mine. He is experiencing that. Now he is going to talk about posture. But Buddha didn't talk here to sit on the chair. So he's talking about the whole posture. Again, when walking, a person understands I am walking. When standing, they understand I am standing. When sitting, they understand I am sitting. When lying down, they understand I am lying down. Or they understand accordingly, however, their body is disposed. So you got this point, right? That means whatever you do in any activities, you must be mindful. You must be mindful. So you are as a loving kindness practitioner or you are the compassion practitioner. So what do you have to do? When you are sitting, you practice loving kindness, compassion. But when you are walking, you start radiating compassion, you start radiating loving kindness. If you do the sixth direction, do the sixth direction. If you just radiate to yourself and to your spiritual friend, do that way. But must be mindful. That one is the main point. Right? And now, in this way, one avoids observing the body as a body internally, one avoids observing the body as a body externally. One avoids observing the body as a body, both internally and externally. One avoids observing in the body its nature of rising. One avoids observing in the body its nature of vanishing. One avoids observing in the body its nature of both rising and vanishing. And they avoid independent, not clinging to anything in the world. That is how a person avoids observing the body as a body. Do you understand that? Does it make sense? Is it clear? Make note if you have question. So you see, to understand how it all works, what do we do? We have to observe our world. That means this body. We have to observe what is going on here. We have to observe and see how it works. Don't be sleepy. Okay? You have to be very mindful. What is going on here? If you go to the office, you have some, some activities, and boss told you that, okay, you have to finish this work until 5 o'clock. You be very mindful because you have to finish it. Otherwise, you'll get discredit. Right? So, when you are meditating here, so you have to be all the time mindful, because this body and mind is like your office. So if you think that way, you'll be very mindful, you know. So that's why I said, then to see if anything, there is something we can change to eliminate the suffering. So if we observe again and again, again and again, so at the beginning, you know, it will be not clear, but later on, it will come to you. If you want to get, I want to get within few days, it doesn't come to you. You cannot get it, right? Because you are pushing. This meditation is not pushing. You cannot push. You have to laugh. You have to smile all the time. you see, you know, one gentleman, one guy, when I went to Dhammasuka Meditation Center for practicing, he met many meditators. But when I went there, he said, "Hello, Bhante, how are you?" And I am fine. I always smile with him. I am very good. And then whenever I talk with him, I started laughing. I started smiling with him. He said, "I never see happy man like you before." So you are the only one who really, really laugh and smile. So you are the happiest man. So that's why, you know, you have to keep smiling. That means your mind all the time have to be light, clear, and pure, so that you can practice, you can develop your meditation very well. If it is full of tension, I don't want to talk with anyone, don't disturb me. So that way you are increasing your anger, right? I saw another monk, you know, there at the same center, Dhammasuka. That monk was very disciplined. He's American monk, you know. He take rice, alms bowl. But me and Bhante Vimalaramsi, we don't take the alms bowl because I follow my teacher. You know. So that man also sat with us. He looked down on us like this. Because he used alms bowl, we don't use alms bowl. And then Bhante touched money. But he said, "Monk cannot touch money. He's very strict, you know." And he said that why monk touch money? Should not touch it. And then I told him, if you don't have supporter, okay, someone, I don't have any assistance, what should I do? Who will help me? In this country, it's very difficult to find the assistance, right? In my country, you'll get many assistants, no problem. But here, it's very difficult. Everyone are busy, right? And then, no. If you monk, you have to keep the discipline rules very strictly. And then Bhante Vimalaramsi said to me, that monk will disrobe within short time. You'll believe me. Because those monks are very dangerous. And I asked these questions also Bhante Bhikkhu Bodhi. He also answered very nicely. So Bhante Vimalaramsi said, okay, believe me, he'll disrobe within short time. Within 6 months, that monk disrobed. Within short time. You know, he doesn't talk with me, he doesn't talk with anyone, you know, and when he practices meditation, he cannot develop loving kindness, he cannot bring a loving kindness. He's shouting with Bhante Vimalaramsi. He said, I cannot bring loving kindness in my mind. What should I do? You see, So Bhante, women officers, come down, come down. So you should practice forgiveness. Even forgiveness I cannot read it. How can you read? Because you never smile. You never laugh. You never talk with anyone. You're never happy when you see someone. Right? How can you develop loving kindness? So that's why smiling is the most important. Bring up the wholesome thought all the time. Buddha already said in the sutta. So, when the people come here to practice meditation every Friday at 7 p.m., some people look very angry. Say, hello, how are you? I say, fine, good. And when they come here, and I told them, okay, well, you have to practice. You have to, first of all, you have to practice smiling. Because this is smiling meditation. You must smile. Then they try a little bit to smile. And after practicing 1 hour and a half, when they leave, thank you, Bhante, thank you. Smiling. And who's in his smiling? So, the full awareness. Now he's going to talk about full awareness. Again, a person is one who acts in full awareness when going forward and returning, who acts in full awareness when looking ahead and looking away, who acts in full awareness when flexing and standing their limbs, who acts in full awareness when wearing robes and carrying their outer robe and bowl, who acts in full awareness when eating, drinking, consuming food and tasting, who acts in full awareness when defecating and urinating, who acts in full awareness when walking, standing, sitting, falling asleep, waking up, talking and keeping silent. Full awareness, full awareness. You got it? It's become very clear, right? But it will be very difficult for you.
I think I got it.
Yeah. All the time you have to be full awareness. In this way, one avoids observing the body as a body internally. One avoids observing the body as a body externally. One avoids observing the body as a body, both internally and externally. One avoids observing in the body its nature of rising. One avoids observing in the body its nature of vanishing. One avoids observing in the body its nature of both rising and vanishing. And they avoid independent, not clinging to anything in the world. That is how a person avoids observing the body as a body. So when you see that, when you observe that, you just let it go craving. Let it go clinging. Because this is danger from me. I don't allow. Close the door for craving and clinging. Don't come to me. So that means you are full of awareness. Right? So here I'm going to skip the foulness, the bodily parts. That's one. Because this is not important actually for this meditation. So we are practicing loving kindness or Brahma Vihara. So this one is not important. That's why I'm not going to read it. Okay? So number 5. Number is elements. Number 12. Okay? Again, a person reviews this same body, however it is placed, however disposed, as consisting of elements. Thus, there are 4 elements. We call it Pali, Patavi Dhatu, is called earth element, Apo Dhatu, water element, Tejo Dhatu is called fire element, and Vayu Dhatu is called air element in our body, here, on our side. In this body, there are 4 elements. So, there are the earth element, the water element, the fire element, and the air element. Just as though a skilled butcher or his apprentice had killed a cow and was seated at the crossroads with it cut off into pieces. So too a person reviews this same body, however it is placed, however disposed, as consisting of elements thus. In this body there are the earth element, the water element, the fire element, and the air element. You know, so when someone practice, especially meditators, when they practice meditations, they feel when they sit longer, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, you know, the whole body becomes so warm, you know. This is fire element rise in their mind. And someone said, why is happening? Because they have no idea what this element, Buddha already talk here, you know. And earth, sometimes they feel so hard, you know. The body is earth element. So everything in our body, so you have to be aware of it. So he talked about that. That's why this sutta is so deep. Even though so deep, I still decided to talk about today. At least you may get something. Even if you get everything today, you will be arahant. Right? So now he's going to explain feeling. The first one, the body, is done already. Now he's going to talk about feeling, Vedana in Pali. Observing of feeling. How does a person abide observing feeling as feeling? Here, when feeling a pleasant feeling, a person understands, I feel a pleasant feeling. When feeling a painful feeling, they understand, I feel a painful feeling. When feeling a neither painful nor pleasant feeling, they understand, I feel a neither painful nor pleasant feeling. When feeling a worldly pleasant feeling, they understand, I feel a worldly pleasant feeling. So here, the worldly pleasant feeling means what? We have the 5 sense doors. Eye, ear, nose, tongue, and body. So through the 6 sense doors, he said, when feeling a worldly pleasant feeling, sensual desire arises. It's called worldly pleasant feeling. You know? So, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and body. A worldly pleasant feeling, sensual desire arises. And then he also said, when feeling an unworldly pleasant feeling, they understand, I feel an unworldly pleasant feeling. What does it mean? No hindrances arise. That means you are going to experience jhana. First jhana, second jhana, third jhana, and fourth jhana. Do you understand? You are experiencing. So that's why unworldly pleasant feeling means you are experiencing jhana. No hindrances. I think I told many times. Hindrances will be absent. No hindrances arise. Thinking and examining thought, joy, happiness, and unification of mind. First jhana. You experience first jhana. Thinking and examining thought, joy, happiness, and thinking and examining thought stop arising. Joy, happiness, and unification of mind arise in your mind. Second jhana. Joy stop arising. Only happiness and unification of mind. Third jhana. Happiness stop arising. Only you have unification of mind, you're feeling from here to go top of your head, you attain the fourth jhana, you will be advanced meditator. So experiencing of jhana is called here an worldly pleasant feeling. Okay? And he's going to talk about when I feel a worldly painful feeling, they understand I am a worldly painful feeling. That means through the five sense doors, sensual desire or the hindrances are rising in your mind. And when feeling an unworldly painful feeling, they understand I am an unworldly painful feeling. This is called a meditation pain. Okay? This is a meditation pain. When feeling a worldly neither painful feeling nor pleasant feeling, he understands I feel a worldly neither painful nor pleasant feeling. That means your mind is dark, not clear, not pure. A worldly neither painful nor pleasant feeling. Okay? Like your mind is like fog. No? Is dull, not clear. Like I am so sleepy, I don't know where I am. I am in the human world or in the heaven or in the Atlantic Ocean. And he said, when feeling an unworldly neither painful nor pleasant feeling, he understands I feel an unworldly neither painful nor pleasant feeling. That means your mind, you have a lot of equanimity. Your mind, very, very balanced mind. You have very balanced mind. A lot of equanimity. It's called unworldly neither painful nor pleasant feeling. Okay? So now it's going to talk about again. In this way, one avoids observing feeling as feeling internally. One avoids observing feeling as feeling externally. One avoids observing feeling as a feeling both internally and externally. One avoids observing in feeling their nature of rising. One avoids observing in feeling their nature of vanishing. One avoids observing in feeling their nature of both rising and vanishing. And they avoids independent, not clinging to anything in the world. That is how a person avoids observing feeling as feeling. Alright? Now you got two. One is body, another one is feeling. How many more? Two. Two more, right? One is mind, another one is mind object. But mind object so long. I don't know I can finish or not within a while. Okay? Observing of mind is called Sittanupassana Satipatthana in Pali. Observing of mind. How does a person avoid observing mind as mind? Here a person understands mind affected by lust as mind affected by lust. Is it good for you? Good for meditators? No, never. And mind unaffected by lust as a mind unaffected by lust. They understand mind affected by hate as mind affected by hate, and mind unaffected by hate as mind unaffected by hate. They understand mind affected by delusion as mind affected by delusion, and mind unaffected by delusion